Hey race fans, it's Richard Gere, and this is the first semifinal of the Braggin Wagon tournament.
And my name is Aaron Take. That's right, these four competitors. They're warming up right now, and they are actually taking, all four of them, are going down Mesa Butte and drifting together. Let me introduce all the drivers as they are at the starting line. On the outside lane, the number 1 seed is Flip from Flips Racing, driving that 71 Datsun 510 wagon. And next to him, the number 4 seed from the very first race, Robert's Diecast, is Emmanuel, driving a 2017 Audi Avant. And then Vapor Racing, the number 3 seed, Sneaky Bob, is driving a 1980 AMC Eagle. And finally, on the inside lane, the number 2 seed is Janabi from Janabi Racing, driving a 1971 Datsun 510. We are moments away from the first race.
It was December of 2023, race fans, when 85 wagons went through time trials. The top 64 led to the Sweet 16, and the Sweet 16 Group 1 is off. They're looking good, and Emmanuel and Sneaky Bob, they are out in the lead. Emmanuel's drifting on Mesa Butte, over-drifting a little bit, and he and Flip are having issues. But here comes Sneaky Bob first on the Joker lane. Oh my goodness, and Flip has flipped on his side. He's out of the race. Sneaky Bob holds the lead down runway 3. Emmanuel's in second. We see Janabi back there in the distance. There's a 180, and Sneaky Bob comes through in first. Emmanuel in second, and Janabi will take third. Race 1 is in the books.
Let's take a look at the instant replay package, and both Emmanuel and Flip come in to Mesa Butte a little hot. They lose precious time. Now keep your eye on Flip. Over the jump he does. Land awkward and is sliding to a stop. Coming out of the Flint Head Tunnel, Janabi finds himself behind and is in his effort to press along. He gets spun around, and that slows him down even more. After the first race, Vapor Racing, Sneaky Bob has 4, and Robert's Diecast Emmanuel has 3.
Well, hopefully the jitters have subsided. Flip now is on the inside. He's going to have to make a good showing. Janabi's right next to him. Sneaky Bob is in the catbird seat, and Emmanuel has the outside lane, and Sneaky Bob takes off in the lead. But look at Janabi pull on ahead, and Flip is right there next to him. Now Flip has the lead down the Joker lane. Sneaky Bob has a great drift. Emmanuel's spun around. Right now, Sneaky Bob is looking good, and Flip is coming down in the lead. There goes Flip. Oh my goodness, look at that stretch as he slingshots around the Big U. This is going to be fast. Coming down and through the finish in 23.467.
Wow.
Whoa, that's a record. Janabi takes second, and Aaron is going to clear up who took third and fourth.
After the start, everyone was quite even. And here comes Sneaky Bob. His drift looks good. Emmanuel is having trouble as you see him spin around. Coming out of the Flint Head Tunnel, this is where Flip begins to separate himself, and you can see Sneaky Bob having trouble. Janabi comes in to challenge, pulls ahead of Sneaky Bob. Emmanuel butts up against and pushes Bob, and here, Flip is already flipped a burger and had lunch. Vapor Racing does take third, and Emmanuel takes fourth. So after 2 races, Vapor Racing holds the lead. That's Sneaky Bob, and Janabi's in second. But take a look at how Flip has pulled himself right into the mix.
I want to give a huge shout out to James Ironbeard, who held our record for almost 9 months.
Congratulations, Flip. You are now the Shavano Mountain Raceway fast track leader.
Having an individual record like the fastest lap is fun to have, but Flip, who now is in lane 2, he would like more than just a record. There we go. The start of race number 3. Sneaky Bob has the lead, but look at Flip pulling out. Now Flip carries the lead down the Joker lane. Nice drifting. Oh, wow, what a hard hit into the wall for both Janabi and Sneaky Bob. I think they got tangled up, and Flip holds the lead again. Oh boy, he spins around, and Janabi pulls around on the outside. Nice job. Now he's off the track, but recovering, and all the drivers have bunched up. Here comes Janabi, and here comes Sneaky Bob. I think it was Emmanuel that took first, and Flip will end up in last.
And on the last race, we had a 23 time, and this race we're over 30 seconds. You know, that's just the way it goes here at Shavano Mountain Raceway. The Mesa Butte Cam picks up the action with Janabi and Sneaky Bob getting caught up together, trying to drift. Now keep your eyes on Emmanuel there. He is currently in last place. If you watch, after the spin out by Flip, Janabi pulls into the lead. Now he goes off track. Meanwhile, Flip gets caught at the top of the Big U, and Sneaky Bob passes him, but look at Emmanuel. He also passes Flip. Coming down the scrambler, everyone is scrambling around, but it is Emmanuel that backs in. Watch him sneak in here, and at the finish, He gets over the line first. Janabi will take second, Sneaky Bob in third, and ladies and gentlemen, we have a three-way tie for first place after 3 races.
That was a case of the first are going to be last and the last will be first. Wow. It's fun to see the drivers jockeying for the lead position as we have race 4, the race before the halftime. And once again, Flip has the lead. There goes Sneaky Bob, first down the Joker lane. Good drifting by Flip. Oh, wow, and a big crash by Janabi. Now they're both slowed up. And I have a feeling, oh wow, look at Emmanuel pressing Sneaky Bob, but he's spinning around now. Oh, 1 and 2 and almost 3 times. Sneaky Bob takes a clear lead, coming down the scrambler and in for first place. Here comes Flip, and Flip is flipped over.
Oh, wow.
And he is stuck. We have no other finishers.
That's going to be a big turn of events for sure. This won't be a long replay because there's not much to show you. These other 3 drivers just kind of pile it up and don't go anywhere. You see Emmanuel and Janabi stuck at the top of the Big U, and Flip flips over on the scrambler, leaving Sneaky Bob with a 4-point lead. As we make our way into halftime, we're about to watch some of the best drifting from the racing so far.
And there you have it, race fans. Here are the four finalists for the best performing drift, and we definitely need your vote. All you have to do is write the number. You don't need to memorize the driver name or the driver number, as race 5 is about to begin, and it's already yellow lights. Janabi is on the inside, and next to him is Sneaky Bob, but Sneaky Bob has a great start. Flip just about flipped over, but hopefully he's in the race, and meanwhile Emmanuel's got the lead and has a good drift. Janabi looks quite strong, and I see Flip in the background. Coming around, and it's going to be Janabi taking the lead on runway 3. Other drivers are behind. It's good to see him in the lead. Around the big U, I see Sneaky Bob in second, and Janabi will take the win for race 5. Sneaky Bob comes in number 2. Here comes Flip. Flip is going to take third, and Emmanuel has fourth.
If you're new to Shavano Mountain Raceway, in races 5 through 8, the outside 2 lanes have a chance to cross the train and get extra points. Now it didn't begin well for Flip. As Emmanuel, you see him drifting nicely, and Flip does get turned around. That is 4 points. Emmanuel crossed the train, and Flip does get 1. Remember, all the drivers finish. Now this is critical. Emmanuel had a chance to either capture the lead or be in second place, but he was shaky coming onto the runway. Janabi pulls down the scrambler first. That was wonderful looking view. And Sneaky Bob takes second, and Flip comes in third. So that's 2 plus 1, giving Flip 8 points. And Emmanuel has 1 plus 4 over the train, giving him 13. However, Sneaky Bob has the lead with 15.
Race fans, the music is continuing because we had an unfortunate event at the beginning of race 6. You're going to see Emmanuel on the outside lane get stuck in the start gate. The red flag came up, and we had to restart race 6. The track was cleaned, and Emmanuel's car was inspected. This is what happened. Now you can see Emmanuel did move forward, but he got stuck in the snow, unfortunately, and the judges said, there, you can see he moved forward. The judges declared the race must continue to the finish. After a smooth drift, and there is 4 extra points, Sneaky Bob through the S-turns and is in the lead. Down runway 3, here comes Flip on the outside, and Flip is going to pass him. That is some amazing speed by the track record holder. He slides sideways, but comes through first. Ooh, and quite a smackaroo right at the end.
We hate to see anything bad happen to these racers. They are all very competitive, and so for Emmanuel, we wish him the best in the next race. Take a look at Sneaky Bob and how fast he is. He collects 4 points. He's tearing up the track, but this is a fantastic pass. As Flip is desperately in need of points, he comes down the scrambler. He now has 12, but with a second place finish and 4 extra points, Sneaky Bob holds the lead with 22.
Race fans, this is the all-critical race number 7, and on the outside, Sneaky Bob will have a second chance to jump the train. Janabi is next to him in the catbird seat. This will be his first. And of course, Flip is right there in lane 2, and he will have 1 more chance. This is going to be very critical. Emmanuel's down, but Flip has the lead on the Joker lane. It's a good drift for Janabi, and Sneaky Bob is stuck. There are 3 points for Janabi. Coming down, Flip is going to carry himself past Janabi and around the big U in first place. Once again, we see Flip pulling out in the lead, and he will finish in first place. Janabi takes second, and here comes Emmanuel in third, and race 7 is done. Let's see how it falls out.
Race fan, Sneaky Bob has been Mr. Consistency all day, but this is the one slip-up that is going to open the door for the other racers. Janabi comes down, but it is Flip that maintains a beautiful line. Now we're watching Emmanuel does struggle on the runway, but it's good to see him get out of the starting blocks and finish the race. After 7 races, Flip is up to 16, Janabi with 3 extra points, and a second place finish is at 20.
This is going to be the final race, and on the inside that's not Sneaky Bob. It looks like he and Emmanuel are switched places. Somebody ought to tell Sneaky Bob. But race fans, what's going on is Janabi has the chance now with extra points, and so does Flip. Mathematically, they can pass Sneaky Bob. Unfortunately, Emmanuel is out, and he crashes anyway. Sneaky Bob has the lead down the Joker lane, and Flip is overdrifted. Here goes Janabi. Janabi makes the pass and comes around. He's got 2 extra points. That makes him currently tied with Sneaky Bob. Whoever finishes this race in the win is going to win the race, period. Right now, Sneaky Bob has the lead around the big U. Can Janabi catch him? Sneaky Bob, he had the disadvantage of picking the wrong lane, but he comes through already in first.
So close.
And he will take the victory.
Wow. Sneaky Bob did himself no favors by getting in lane 2 rather than lane 1, but the race was going to continue, And here we see Emmanuel. What an excellent job on his part, coming into the Sweet 16 after winning Group 1 race. But Sneaky Bob twirls his way through and wins by 1 point with a first place finish. Janabi, what a valiant effort.
The battle for the Final Four is clearly underway, and we'll spin this table and look at Sneaky Bob, Group 1 winner. We want to thank Emmanuel with Roberts Diecast, Flip with Flips Racing, and Janabi with Janabi Racing. Next up will be Group 2, and you'll be watching Giorgio with G-Force Racing, the Crazy Canuck with White Knuckle Motorsports, Killa Kowalski with FPD Racing, and Victor Fastlane with Knobby Ridge.
Race fans, are you tracking?